Hi, what's going on? It's me, your girl Chris. This is episode 130 of Shenanigans with Friends. How are you? I hope that this week has treated you well. I'm trying to think of anything like interesting to happen. Nothing too interesting, just the forever like grind, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, nothing's really happening. Nothing's really like super detrimental. Oh, couple schools are closing like in Nevada. I know that Audrey mentioned of some school closures in Georgia, stuff like that. I just kind of want to remind you guys, make sure y'all are talking to y'all kids like before they walk out the house. First of all, of course, like checking to make sure that there's nothing wrong, like and they don't need to stay home. But then also just making sure that like just remind them to like be more conscious throughout the day to make sure that they're washing their hands at appropriate times or even like over like not overly washing your hands because you don't want to do that, but like you know what I'm saying, like just kind of make sure. Like I just want to touch base with my kids today and just be like, hey, when do you guys wash your hands? Like just run it through, like run me through your day, right? And just so I was just making sure, hey, make sure that if you're I don't do I be cussing? I probably be cussing sometimes. Like make sure your fucking mask is over your nose and your mouth. Please and thank you. Things like that. My 12-year-old is actually due for his second COVID shot. This at the end of this week. So just want to just I mean, like I want him to know that like he's not fucking invincible and like shit is still out there. Same thing with his sister. She's a little bit younger, so she can't even get it. But again, I want to just instill and remind my kids. So I thought I'd remind you to remind yours. Not that y'all not doing that, but I'm just saying, like, just make sure, just run through the fucking mask safety. Make sure you remember tell these niggas to wash their hands. Don't be letting people touch them in their face. Don't be sharing no food. Just stuff like that right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the only thing that like I really wanted to make sure I did this week, was just kind of have that conversation with them and just kind of run through it. Like, yo, like we need y'all in school because I'm not a teacher like that. Like I'm only like structured to learn, like teach you like one kind of thing, and outside of that, like I don't know what you want from me. So in order for y'all to get the best education, and also like I really think that like we have to be concerned and worry about the kid, like our kids' mental health, right? And kids need that. Like kids need that interaction with other kids. Like they need all of that. So in order for us to continue like working towards like getting past this shit, I just want to kind of just throw that out there. So that's it, that's all. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. um Speaking of COVID, I guess I did bring this in perfect. Let's talk about how a video from June just recently surfaced from good old Mr. Buster Rhymes. Buster Busta Rhymes though, for real. So there's this video. He's in concert in a very ugly outfit, very ugly shirt. I don't know what the rest of the outfit looks like. Never put him as like one of my fashion icons. So there's that. But he's in the video and he's basically saying shit like fuck masks. And I know some of y'all feel differently, but fuck your mask. And like, can't nobody be out here telling me I can't breathe freely. And like, they're trying to take our civil liberties away. And like, I'm from an era where like I gotta do stuff with my face to flirt with a bitch. And well, he ain't said bitch, but with a fucking bitch, right? And so he's like, I be doing shit with my face and stuff. Like, so like bitches know I be flirting with them. I can't fucking flirt with no fucking mask on. Like, in the same thing, like you gotta protect your energy. And energies, like you could see energies in people's faces. Like, so if I go like this, y'all can't tell I'm smiling. I just want to check, like, because if y'all can't see that I'm smiling with my eyes, something that Miss Tyra Banks taught me in like the late 99s, 2000s. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just like, if we can't smize, I don't know. But anyway, Busta Rhymes can't smize. It's a problem for him. And so he is basically very livid. This is as of June. So we don't know how he feels as of August, but as of right now, the last time we heard, he was very much against this. So he's basically saying like, we outside, like, and it's cool because I've been outside. You feel me? Like, I can't judge you when I've also been outside, but I also have not been saying fuck my mask, and I've also been taking precautions because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, see, my problem is like when people start to like dismiss it. You guys can feel however y'all want to about the vaccine, whether you'll get it, whether you're not. I was on the fence for a while and then I just fucking just did it. But like, y'all can feel however you want to about the vaccine part. Like, truly, y'all can. Like, there's no judgment over here. Trust me. Like, I hear everybody's arguments. But I do have a problem when your niggas are just blatantly just avoiding the fact that it's real. Like, so it's fake. Like, I can't do this with y'all. But Busta Rhymes, I don't know if he think this shit's fake. He say fuck your mask, and niggas is out here just not being able to flirt with people, and that's detrimental to him apparently, like in his 70s. Like, no, really, like I'm not trying to say that, but he like 50 something. Like, come on now. Like, he low-key too old to be trying to figure out how he gonna fucking flirt with a fucking mask on. And like, really, at your old age, again, I'm gonna really need you to know how to smize, and then also I'm gonna need you to have more than your facial expressions as like a way of like trying to talk to somebody. Like, that's concerning for me and for the people that you're dating. But anyway, it's nonsense. I'm not gonna go through it. Twitter ate him up as usual, as they normally do. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, when I run it back, it seems like that fucking Janet Jackson song and his song sound like COVID fucking symptoms. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and just move on because we don't need this negativity in our lives. Speaking of niggas that I just don't quite understand, Tom Cruise is a whole creature to me, and not in as if he has like magical powers or anything, but more so like he's a small little man, and I think he might put a hex on me. I don't know. But there's a story that's come out recently. It's a Showtime like docu-series called what is it called? It's called Gossip. And basically it's like highlighting like some of the like more famous faces and names in like the tabloid business, like stuff from like the 90s. And I feel like if you don't know what a tabloid is, listening to this or watching this, you're probably too young. But anyway, just like, you know. So in one of the episodes, they are talking to a who is it? Oh, Cindy Adams. Or Cindy Adams in Page Six, but then they were actually interviewing a producer. His name's Cole Allen. I don't know where he's from besides the New York Post. But he basically said that when Tom first started dating Katie Holmes and they had moved to New York, they were like out there trying to make a name for themselves as a couple or whatever. And there was a moment where he was going to interview him, and before the interview he wanted to have a pre-interview and just be like, yo, these are kind of the things I don't really want to talk about, like this is probably what I want to talk about. I mean, I assume on the list of things that Tom Cruise is not trying to talk about, probably like Scientology was like number one up there, like because he didn't know how to explain it yet. He still don't probably. But anyway, so they were having like a pre-interview, right? And this happens sometimes where people just kind of want to give a rundown. I do this in the form of email, I think, in most cases, but there are times where people have like face-to-face like consultations, like you get an idea of like what things are off limits, what things aren't, and then also giving the person who's being interviewed, the interviewee, the opportunity to prepare poised responses, right? So they're at this place, and I don't know if you know a lot about science. As you guys know, I am third of all docked up, so that's like our life and shit. Like not Scientology, but like knowing like about random stuff that they probably make documentaries on. So anyway, I know a little bit about Scientology, And to my understanding, they're not really heavy drinkers or at all sometimes. So for this particular pre-interview, it was kind of interesting. A bottle of red wine. Now, they ordered the wine. They're drinking, probably not smoking, definitely East Coast coasting. And I don't even know how to like, at some point in this conversation, Tom Cruise's two front teeth just fall the fuck out. Nigga, not like his whole, like, not like the top part of a denture falling out, like, you know, like when your grandma be like excited and be talking about something. Not like that, but like the two. Do y'all remember fucking Menace, or not Menace to Society? Oh my god, that's not what I meant to say. Dennis the Menace. Not Dennis the Menace and Menace to Society. Christian, get it together. It's too late. It's late. That's what's happening. Anyway, so if you guys remember Dennis the Menace to Society, honestly, okay, pause the hold. Wait a second. Was that supposed to be the real name of that movie? Dennis the Menace to Society? That might be the name of this episode. I don't know. But anyway, so do y'all remember when Dennis was in the bathroom playing with Mr. Wilson's fucking teeth, and he was like, gah, 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 and he was hella like chomping them hella hard together, and then the two front ones fell out and then went down the sink, and then like he had to replace them. Well, he didn't have to replace them with chicklets, but he decided and made the smart decision to replace them with two chicklets. Literally, when I was reading this article, that's what I was getting. I was getting Mr. Wilson vibes from when he was smiling. When the bitch came to take his picture for the fucking garden club and shit, and he did that big ass smile and them big ass white square ass teeth. Like, that's literally all that I saw right now. So that was fun. That was a fun read for me. But his teeth came out, and like obviously this happened a long ass time ago. Like, him and Katie haven't even been together forever. It happened a long ass time ago, and Tom basically like was like, you can't fucking ever report this. You can't ever tell nobody that my two teeth fell out. And if y'all wonder what happened, apparently one of his kids kicked him in the fucking mouth and they came out. I've been hit with a lot of things in my face by children. Just over the course of my life, like being a teenager with my little cousins, and then like growing up and like having kids, like I've gotten hit in the mouth a lot of times with a lot of things. And like, never did just my two front teeth just pop out. Just bloop. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, I'm sure he don't think it's funny, and he probably gonna send a cease and desist to everybody who fucking retold the story. But like, it's kind of funny, Tom. So yeah, so Dennis the Menace to Society, that's what I was getting. Let's move on. Speaking of white people, that don't rub me the right way. Let's talk about Rachel Dolezal and this OnlyFans that I still don't know if I'm saying that bitch last name right. I also do know that I don't care. Okay, so Rachel Dolezal, let's talk about it. I don't even have to at this point in 2021, like, do I need to like run down like who she is? Like, this seems like she's basically a household name like Kim K. Like, am I wrong on this, or I don't know what's happening? But in like the same week, I want to say that it was going to stop all like sexual posts and things like that on their website. Rachel decides, hey, I got an idea. I'm gonna believe, and it's not gonna be like sexual, but like I'm definitely about to like have some things on here for the men's. Okay, so let's talk about it. I love how every article that you look up about this calls her an infamous race faker. Hilarious. I hope she never lives that down. But she'll be selling foot photos and not safe for work content. She was very excited that she got approved. She put it on Instagram. It was a big thing. Remember now, okay, so I know you guys know that she fake being black, but if I have to remind y'all do remember she was the president of the Spokane, Washington National Association for Advancement of Colored People, or the NAACP, as a whole white woman. But it's not even that white women can't be in those kinds of like places or spaces, but when you made up a Nigerian name or a Kenyan name for yourself and you ain't black nowhere, that's where we have the issue. And I feel like people like were misinterpreting the anger there when everything was happening. And again, it wasn't that it was a white woman in that position. It was like, but you trying to be black. Like, you're a white woman that won't admit that you're a white woman in that position. And you got that position under the guise that you was a black woman and not a white woman. That's neither here nor there or any news in 2021, because she's not the fucking president no more, so it don't matter. But she's promising, as of September 1st, she is promising 3 weekly posts plus others sprinkled in. That's the words. So you're looking at about 12 plus content pieces per month from Rachel. Okay, she gives you a bullet point list because a white woman loves a list, and it includes Monday motivation. That's going to be gym stuff, fitness stuff, and squats. So that's going to be the not safe for work, I'm assuming. I wonder if she'll squat in a thong. I'm not sure. Anyway, gym, fitness, squats, and other stuff. That's squats and other stuff. Like, I'm not making it up. That's Monday motivation. Followed by Wednesday work day. This is where you get to see her braid black people's hair and then talk to them about it. I don't really know what we're gonna be talking about her clients. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about with them, but and then also she's gonna give you hair tutorials. So if you're a black girl like me and you can only really like braid your own hair, and like that's because you be like doing protective styles and stuff, be like over it, but like and you want to like really learn how to like braid for the masses, then you'll probably want to tune in when she has her hair tutorials, because there's nothing that I want more than a white lady teaching me how to do something black as hell. So, and then on Friday, you get the Friday unwind, and she's gonna bring the art and you're gonna bring the wine and the drinks, because she's basically going to just have a live stream where she's just gonna be like painting and telling you about her painting while you sit and drink on the phone. I don't know. So anyway, like I said, those are the like your main routine themes, and then she's going to be posting other quote unquote random things like foot pics and posts of me using stuff people buy for my Amazon wish list. I have to be honest, guys. I almost looked at that Amazon wish list. I'm interested to see what's on it. I'm wondering if there's going to be vibrators on it, because Amazon sells everything. So I don't know. But I do want to make sure that y'all know this is not the first time since all this like NAACP shit happened that she's been trying to like sell weird things. Well, I mean, feet pics aren't weird because people buy them, so I shouldn't say weird. I have to just be careful when I'm using that word. But offbeat things, I can say that, right? So homemade lollipops. Like, I don't know that I want to eat nothing out your kitchen. Melanin spectrum dolls. Again, I just don't. She keeps finding things that I don't really know I don't know that those are in her lane, but whatever. And then she did a sculpture of an electric chair. I don't. Somehow that still feels racist to me, and I can't shake it. But anyway. And then of course she be braiding hair and shit, right? Oh, it was a Nigerian name. I can't remember if I said Nigerian, but Nigerian name, and I can't even say it, and I don't want to like disrespect the Nigerian people, but also she's disrespecting the Nigerian people by making up a Nigerian name, and ain't nobody Nigerian around you. But anyway, those are the things that she's up to. So if you guys are interested, you guys can sign up. I felt she had the offer where the first 10 subscribers were getting 40% off or $3 for their first 30 days. But I feel like she probably got more than 10 subscribers now. Something tells me that. But anyway, you can get some feet pics and watch a white girl with braids squat if you want to. Hey, but anyway, that's it. Let's move on. Speaking of OnlyFans and people's like response to like the different changes that are going to be happening. And I think it's going to happen on October 1st, I believe is the date. So let's talk about some people who don't like the decision that OnlyFans is launching is to like not like that. And while I know that like this is going to affect a lot of people that have like started to make a living out of this, it is also apparently affecting Tyga because Tyga has deleted his OnlyFans account and he is about to launch a new competitor and it's called Myystar. It's Myystar. If y'all want to write that down. But anyway, he deleted his account just a day after OnlyFans announced that it was going to ban sexually explicit content. And I guess Tyga is one of their like most popular creators. Like, what will he be doing? Like, he be having people suck his dick on? I'm literally asking. Like, if anybody's will subscribe to Tyga's OnlyFans, I just want to know what's happening there. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, so it's just like, are you not like making music or like, I mean, I'm not looking for it, but I just thought you had another job. But anyway, let's see here. So he's deleted his account. He's going to launch Myystar and it's going to allow sexually explicit videos for sex workers and celebrities alike. Like I said, all here, super here for people where this is your fucking line of employment. I'm just trying to figure out like what Tyga be doing on there. But anyway, it's set to debut in October because, like I said, October 1st is when OnlyFans is going to cut that shit out. Myystar is only going to take 10% of a cut from the creator's earnings, which is 50% less than what OnlyFans is taking. Apparently, OnlyFans is taking 20% from the creator's earnings. Myystar is planning on only taking 10%. He says that Tyga just mentioned like he wants to give those people hope that feel like they can't do anything else if after OnlyFans goes away. So I mean, y'all know he's been doing other stuff. But yeah, I don't know. So it says beyond explicit photos and videos, Tyga says the platform will house content for podcasters, comedians, athletes, and musicians. I just don't know. It also does say that creators will be able to sell their own NFTs, so people are into that. But I don't know that people are going to go to Myystar for podcasts and comedians and athletes when you're clearly posting, like, you're advertising this as a sexually explicit content, like, platform. So I'm not really sure that like my shit is gonna go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, he would let's see. I guess his OnlyFans was going out for like $20 a month, and he has confirmed that he's made several million off of that. So he must be showing dick. Like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so Myystar is coming out in October. So for everybody who makes money or makes a living or even makes some casual fucking cash on OnlyFans with the sexually explicit content, Myystar is going to be where y'all want to go, and they're taking less money. So there's that. And I guess y'all could thank Tyga. Tyga can't even hold on to like cars and stuff though. So I'm just really concerned that he's going to be able to like do this. And I know that there's like other people behind it and it's just his name on it, but like, I don't know. He'd be having a hard time paying people. Anyway, okay, so let's move on. Speaking of people that have been allegedly with younger women, that was a good one. Let's talk about Robert Kelly. And y'all know I don't like talking about him, but I just wanted to like touch base with you guys, let you know that the fucking trial is actually happening in Brooklyn. They're a few days in. We're hearing a lot of things that we already knew, but some of y'all didn't want to believe. Or some of y'all just I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but we're hearing a lot of, he makes us call him daddy, like, I don't know. And he makes us do embarrassing things like eat shit. Like, we've heard all of these stories before. So now they're just coming out on trial and they're on the record now, I guess, but they've been on the record. And here's the thing is that I don't want to tear her down because, like, I'm glad that she's, like, got from under his thumb or whatever. She's saying what she needs to say. But I think it's so stupid that one of the two girlfriends that was on the Gayle King interview is now in the trial calling herself Jane. Bitch, it's either one person or the other one, and I bet you it's that Cherry girl. I'm pretty sure. The fun thing is that because of COVID, as many news outlets as they would normally have in there. They can't have in there. So we're missing things like we're seeing his reaction when people are like when people are on the stand. But yeah, I think that so far the only thing that his defense really keeps throwing out is the fact that people have the ability to leave whenever they want. And yes, right. So if like as a person who doesn't have any like outside factors, you know what I'm saying, like stopping them or hindering them from like thinking like clearly, sure, right? There's a door you could absolutely positively leave. But you guys have to remember these girls are young girls, right? And then you're talking about young girls in a situation literally nothing that they're doing, like no basic task. They can't do anything without this man's yes or no, his yay or nay. Like, so it's important to know, like, when we're talking about like the mental health and like mental like stability of people, when we're talking about people in these like, I'm not gonna say hostage situations, but in these like very controlled, that I'll say controlled, and these extreme controlled situations, they do sometimes have a hard time separating like the like or come like they have a hard time knowing that they have their free will still. You know what I'm saying? So like, yes, she could have left or whatever. And yes, but when you've been around somebody that for years has been telling you when to eat, when to sleep, when to shit, who to fuck, how to do it, like when like it you lose that you lose the fucking confidence or whatever that you have the ability to just leave. And I really, and we're still talking about these girls are just like 23, 24. We're still talking about young girls, right? Um, and that's why I hate defense attorneys, like for bad people. Like, I know you guys have a job to do, and I'm sure y'all get paid extremely lovely, but y'all are the fucking worst. Just because, like, like their job is to just deter you from whatever the prosecution is saying. I get that. But at some point you have like you can't like I don't know. They just be tearing people down way too easy for me. So I don't really like that. But like I said, we're not hearing anything different. We all knew kind of that there was a rumor that Aaliyah was probably pregnant. We also knew about how they got the court documents like sped up or whatever, and didn't matter if her parents weren't there because like, you know, R. Kelly be bribing and shit, like we all know that. It's just a lot of stuff. We got the two dudes that are coming out. It's just a lot of stuff, but like I said, nothing else that we haven't, nothing really the besides like the guys, because I guess for the most part, like the guys that are coming forward saying that things have happened with him, that's probably like the most the newest information. But everything else, like, it's just kind of repetitive. We're just finally hearing it on court record now. R. Kelly got herpes. I mean, like, what? Come on, like, so basically he's down bad. It's not looking good for him. And then don't forget, right after this, there's like 2 other states that have it in for him. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy for Jane, quote unquote, for finally leaving last October and then like moving forward to do whatever they need to do here. So I don't know. I know that there's some people out here that still feel a way about Robert, and y'all can. I'm not gonna tell y'all that y'all can't, but I am gonna tell you guys that that's all. I mean, like, I Believe I Could Fly is a good song. 12 Play was a good album. Like, but I'm not going to listen to that. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Just morally, I can't. My ears won't take it. Like, I can't. I just can't. So, like I said, I don't like to tell y'all what to tell you guys how to feel. I don't want to tell you guys how to feel about R. Kelly, but I will tell you to wear a fucking mask, and you're gross. And that's it. Let's move on. Speaking of teenagers. Fucking R. Kelly. Anyway, let's move on. So yeah, so speaking of teenagers, I have told you guys, or I don't think I've said it on the show, is like a category called AITA. I think I mentioned this on Podcast Happy Hour this past weekend, but it's AITA, and it's Am I the Asshole? It is probably my favorite Reddit, and my next two stories are going to be from that Reddit category, and I'm so excited to share this with you. So let's start off with both of them have to do with a younger girl. So this is interesting. So let's talk about the first one. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I am going to read you the title. I'll give you a synopsis, and I'll tell you, because what happens is people go on this Reddit forum. It's, like I said, AITA, Am I the Asshole? And people read the story, comment, and vote, right? And so by the time I get to it, usually a couple days, they've already come to the asshole or not the asshole. So I'm going to read it. We'll talk about it, and I'm going to tell you what they said. Am I the asshole for canceling my niece's college fund upon discovering what she's been doing to me and my wife for months? Off top, what are you thinking? Are you thinking thievery? Are you thinking pooping in the fish tank? I'm just trying to think of like all because like the way he said that, it was just a lot. Okay, but anyway, so because he's very long-winded, so I'm gonna like condense this. Basically, him and his wife have struggled with infertility, right? So they've never been able to have a kid of their own, and he has a brother who has a 16-year-old daughter. And the brother and the girl's mother-in-law, or not mother-in-law, stepmom, and her all live together or whatever. And the brother that has the wife that can't have kids, the one who's writing this AITA or AITA, he is well off, so wealthy, right? And he's decided to start a college fund for the 16-year-old niece. He says, it's my only niece. I love her to death. Nothing I wouldn't do for her. I have the means. Why wouldn't I do this for her? Why wouldn't I secure like a place in her, like a place for her future? Like, cool, boom, right? Okay. So, of course, his brother and the mom-in-law, or I keep saying mom-in-law, stepmom, are super appreciative of this, right? And they always make sure that they say what a loving, generous uncle he is. And over the last 2 months, there's been some things that he can't really explain that are happening, like receiving texts at work from an unknown number, someone pretending to be his wife, informing him of some big news, like her being pregnant. He also found mysterious envelopes in his car when he's at his parents' house, and the envelopes contain letters from someone also pretending to be his wife and telling him that she's pregnant. He obviously asked his wife, and she's like, I can't really do that just out of the blue here, like, you know what I'm saying? And they figured it had to be somebody close just because of when they were receiving these letters and texts and weird stuff, right? So let's say last week, right? He was visiting his brother. He parked his car in the driveway. He was sitting with his brother and his sister-in-law. The niece left for a few minutes, then returned. He finished his conversation and then said goodbye and left. When he was leaving, he saw a note on his door or on his windshield that said, "I'm pregnant," written largely. So he don't know nobody over there. And he was like, what the fuck? So he called his wife, and she was like, "No, I'm not pregnant. Why do you keep calling me about this shit?" And he took the sign, he took it back to his brother's house and was like, what the fuck? His brother immediately was like, well, it has to be the wrong car. I don't know why somebody would do that. And then he was just like, I don't know, but just leave it alone. And then the sister-in-law, so the stepmom, was like, that's your daughter's handwriting. So his brother was like, chill, but he called his niece down and asked her, at first she was like, no, no, no. And then she eventually admitted to it all. She said that she didn't have any ill intent and she just did it for laughs. He got super mad and he said basically like you're mocking me and my wife's infertility issues, and that he didn't think it was funny, and he was very pissed off, and so pissed off that he was planning on stopping her college fund. He basically said that and left, and his dad and the girl's dad is basically like, yo, like, you can't make that big decision on something so small. It was a mistake. Take away her electronics, make her do work around your house, but this isn't the way to like do this, because you're making a decision that's going to have a lasting impact on her, because apparently clearly they probably can't pay for college. He didn't, the brother whose money this is doesn't feel like it's that, because he just basically feels like she doesn't deserve his hard-earned money. He is standing strong and stern on that. Even though the girl did apologize immensely and definitely says she regretted it, but she still says she didn't do it out of love. I mean, out of hate or ill intention. Says that, you know, she loves my wife, and I know she loves my wife because I love her, because my wife loves her. I've always been the closest to her in the family, and she says that I'm a second father to her. But basically, he's like, but your daddy ain't got that college money though. So is he the asshole? I mean, I think it's a little overboard, but I also think that as a 16-year-old, you definitely have the capability, like the emotional capacity to like know what is a touchy subject, right? If that's your favorite uncle and he's like a dad to you, then you definitely already know of the issues that they're having with having their own kid, and it's probably just not the best prank. I don't even know why, out of the like Barney bag of like pranks that you could pull on somebody, why you would pull one so like sensitive, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously it's a very sensitive subject to him. So he is done. He's canceling her college fund and he's over it, and he don't fuck with her no more. The internet says he is not an asshole. I don't think he's an asshole. Do I think that he's a little extra? Absolutely. So I'll leave that up to you guys, and we can move on to the next topic. Another AITA, because like they were so good this week. This one is actually from this is actually a Black girl. So I was excited about this because I'm upset for her. So basically, it's a 19-year-old girl. She gets money to pay for her college and shit, but she does like a little part-time job or whatever. And she had been saving for a full year. And her mother's birthday is June. So she purchased a Mont Blanc watch. I don't know watches, but I think that's a nice one. Apparently it had to be if she took her a whole year to save up for it, right? So for her mom's birthday, she saved enough money to buy her that watch because she knows she loves watches. And she basically said, you know, I'm not saying that it's like super posh, but it took me a long time to save for it. So her sister just graduated last month, and when she went home to celebrate with them, her sister had the watch on. She asked her about the watch, and she said that it was that mom gave it to her, and that hurt her feelings. So she asked to go talk to her mom in the kitchen and asked why she gave her sister the watch. And her mom just was like, well, baby, I already have enough watches, and your sister liked this one so much, I just gave it to her. And so she left the house because she was upset. I don't know if she's the older sister or the younger sister. Well, no. She's probably, I don't know, because she could be graduating from like college or something else, or grad school or something. So I don't know. So I can't tell, but this next thing that she says makes me feel like she's the oldest, because I feel it. She says that she's always felt her parents favored her sister, but like the fact that she just gave my present to her, like, definitely confirmed it. Her mom and dad called her later and told her that she ruined the dinner. because they were supposed to celebrate her sister's achievement, and she was being petty. Another one where I'm definitely gonna say you're not the asshole. She's better than me because I would have done it would have been a whole thing. Like, listen, I'm chill, but I like low key like theatrics. Like, specifically when I know that I'm in the right. So I'm here for all of this. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Again, as a older sibling, I know for a fact that like whether or not parents be mean to do it or not, there's always like some kind of favoritism, or where your parents are like less harsh or on your sibling and we're like super hard on you, right? There's always some kind of that. So I felt that when she said that, because it's like that's kind of what that would feel like to me. Like if I bought my mother something and then I saw my sister with it, like, what is happening? Like, now, mind you, my sister always borrowing stuff. So like, y'all don't know if my actual reaction would have been like that. Cause I'd have been like, damn, give my mama her shit back. Like, cause my sister be borrowing stuff, quote unquote. But anyway, hi, I hope you're not listening. Anyway, so, but it's true. So yeah, I think that's a little much, Mom. I don't know why on earth you would just be handing off, like, I feel like I would even feel like that if it was like lotion. Like, it's like, damn, bitch, I gave it to you though. Like, if she like it, go buy her some. Like, or if she like that watch, go buy her one. Like, I just don't understand. And then like, let's not forget that like you gave her my watch and now you don't have to buy her no present. And I probably came with a present for her. This is too much. She's definitely not the asshole, and I don't blame her. And her parents are hella rude for saying that she ruined the dinner. Like, eat. Like, I didn't flip the table over, so I didn't ruin the dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. So I definitely think that she was not the asshole. So I've got two this week that I feel like they were not the assholes. I don't know if this is gonna be like a recurring segment, because like I really love this fucking Reddit post, but some of them just don't jump out to me the way the others are. These do specifically. So really fucking crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's move on. Speaking of creepy crawly shit, because that's some creepy crawly shit to just be giving your presents away to other people. Like, you didn't even like give that to somebody that I'm not ever gonna see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get out to your friend in Tennessee or some shit. Like, anyway, all right, let's talk about this dating term that's come up. And I said creepy crawly because it's called roaching. I know you guys are like gross, and so was I. Until I started reading a little bit about what roaching is supposedly, like what it is, and it kind of actually feels like just like how people be acting. So like, one thing that like I would say that like this generation's like super like set on is like dating multiple people, and that's super cool. Like, we've all done it, right? Like, where we've had a date with somebody one day and then had, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've done it. Sure, whatever, fine. At one point, so basically, they're calling this term roaching, and what roaching is, it refers to someone that's sleeping around with many people. But like, isn't that how people date? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But basically, they call it that because like you see one, but if you turn the lights on, it would be more other people, like way other people, like more people is what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. But I don't know if this is like, I don't know that I like this term, because like, it's just like, you're just dating. I don't think that you're being roached, like you're just dating. But basically, so here's some tips, guys, if you guys want to know if you're being roached right now. And like, again, a lot of these things are just gonna sound like you are casually dating somebody. Now, of course, you don't have to have sex with everybody you're casually dating, but you might have sex with some of them. I don't really know how y'all. I don't know. I don't know how y'all live y'all lives. That's not what I'm here for. But what I'm saying is I'm about to give you some tips on how you know if you're being roached or not. And a lot of these are just going to sound like some regular ass things. Okay, so here we go. They don't make or keep plans. According to this study or this fucking whatever the fuck, they say that somebody who's roaching will wait for better plans to come along, like someone else they're seeing, like with somebody else they're seeing or sleeping with. I don't keep plans because I like to be in the house. So I don't know. But then like this last like 24 months, like I'm even pushing it out further. This last 24 months, like are we judging people? Are we upset that people have changed plans? I don't really know. Anyway, let's move on. They aren't looking to get serious. So if they're avoiding the talk, quote unquote, or don't talk about exclusivity at all, it probably means that they're not looking to define the relationship. But like, duh. I don't know that this is a sign that somebody's roaching you or just isn't ready to do whatever the fuck you're trying to get them to do yet. Another sign that they say is that they keep you at bay, right? Like if you start to feel uneasy because it seems like they're keeping you at arm's length, that may be because other people are in the picture. But again, that also could just mean that they casually dating you and they don't want you to get the wrong idea and be trying to like put your mama on FaceTime or whatever. But anyway, and then here's the next one. They flat out tell you they want to keep it casual. Even if it seems like more than a hookup or a friends with benefits situation, the relationship isn't moving forward. And they are avoiding getting serious. I just, guys, I'm not sold on this roaching thing because all these just seem like natural like things that you'd be having to go through like in dating. I don't know that you want to call somebody who's having their options open a roach. Like that's kind of, I don't know. But I don't know. They tell you some shit to do if you're being roached, but I'm not about to go through that because guys, stop trying to name everything. This is literally just dating. Okay. I don't know I don't know why, but like when you're dating, you kind of have to like, if you don't see, I feel like if you start dating somebody and you bring it up like, hey, I'm not going to talk to anybody else. I'm going to sleep with anybody else. I think that that's weird because you're like putting way too much, you're putting extras on something that you don't even know if it's worth the extras for. I don't know. See, my thing is that I always just like I'll be like talking to somebody, but see, like I'm not a person that like likes to sleep with a bunch of people at the same time. So like usually the person I've decided to like sleep with and then it turns out to be like A1, that's usually that's who I'm going to be sticking with. Like but usually I'm not like a double dipper. That sounds really gross. And I feel like y'all just heard me choke like I was lying, but I'm not. I was just thirsty. But but I mean it's not gross. Like people could do it. I mean, because I feel like at the most, like it's been like two people. But like there's always one that's like getting it a little bit more than the other one. Like there is no like even keel, and then you still kind of know which one, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's not what we're here for. This is not a relationship show. I don't. But anyway, so I don't think they're roaching, guys. I don't know that that's a thing. So stop trying to make it a thing. It's just like dating. So you just got to be prepared. You got to go in there. Okay, first of all, probably stop going in trying to like fall in love on dates. I'm gonna need you to have their options open, just like whoever the fuck you're dating has their options open. So you're not over here making up weird terms when your feelings get hurt. Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of niggas that are dark and get on my nerves. I'm just kidding. Soldier Boy. Okay, sorry. Oh, this nigga get on my nerves. So, if you guys have heard, this week, this nigga has claimed to own Atari. Atari definitely was like, oh no, sis, you actually don't. Here's this guy's name. I'm not really sure what drugs you're on, but maybe sit them down. So that got debunked very immediately, like within like 24 hours. Not even, I don't think. And then right in the same video, so don't ask me why I was watching a Soulja Boy fucking video. I don't know how I got. No, I will tell you, because I couldn't fucking believe that he bought Atari and it just didn't make sense to me. But then I kept watching right after. I was like, he lying. And then he mentioned Chet Hanks. And if you guys don't know who Chet Hanks is, he is Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's son. He's also that white boy that y'all were annoyed with last year when he had a white boy summer and he had that like old English, like racist, like Sons of Anarchy font on it. So he has been signed to SODMG Records. Apparently Chet says that they already got some stuff in the works. I don't know how to break it to you. I don't want this. I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in it. If Soulja Boy has if Soulja Boy gets me to like a Chet Hanks track, I will take back all the mean things that I've said about him. But he won't. So, but yeah. So I don't know when y'all can look forward to that. But apparently, White Boy Summer has been extended. And that's it, guys. It's time for the one up for the week. Oh boy. Guys, don't let your past define you. All of your yesterdays are already gone and past decisions have already been made. So just start mapping out your tomorrow, knowing that that's really all that you can fucking control, right? That's all I got for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode 130. And I mentioned it last week, but I just want to mention it again. Shout out to everybody who's been reaching out to me, everybody that I've reached out to get on the show. It's happening. I got some stuff this week that like once I can like settle and figure out what's happening, I should be able to get people on the schedule. So I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for loving me. I love you back. And this is episode 130 and bye, right? Fuck it. Bye.